Phobias are quite real for people all around the world, and there isn't always a reason for them. However, phobias and fears can develop as a result of previous experiences that leave people scarred for life. Of course, NBA players are human beings with legitimate fears, just like the rest of us. While a psychologist would be required to access a certain player's fear, they do exist regardless of whatever or not causes exist. Part 1 of the top 10 gamers' ultimate fears and phobias, some of which are really unsettling while others are simply bizarre. In the number 10 spot we have Royce White's fear of flying in planes. Royce White, one of the saddest stories of the modern era, was unable to begin his NBA career because he simply could not bring himself to ride in airplanes. Of course, flying is the primary mode of transportation in the NBA, and White's inability to fly meant he was unable to play away games. Of course, alternative modes of transportation such as driving were proposed, but these were clearly impracticable. Royce White was expected to be capable of an NBA player due to his combination of size and strength and athleticism, as well as natural skills such as passing and rebounding. White, who was drafted 16th overall, had little opportunity to play the game he adores, and he only participated in 3 games, averaging 3 minutes per game. In the number 9 spot, we have Nick Young's fear of dolphins. Nick Young is a humorous and charismatic guy, which we simply adore. Young, a deep-range shooter with above-average athleticism, was also a competent offensive player on the floor, averaging 11.4 points per game for his career. But, like many NBA players, Nick Young is plagued by anxiety. But unlike other players, this one may be the most amusing. Young is afraid of dolphins because he believes a dolphin ride he took could have ended disastrously. Young claimed that he once rode a dolphin with his girlfriend, rapper Iggy Azalea, and that the aquatic creature was deliberately trying to drown him in order to steal his woman. He went straight down, Nick Young said. He was attempting to murder me. I believe he was attempting to get on Iggy. He was pleasant, kissing her and all that. He was attempting to seduce my wife. As amusing as that seems, only Young and Iggy Azalea will actually know if it's genuine. In the number 8 spot, we have Damian Lillard's fear of statues. Damian Lillard, the Portland Trailblazers superstar, has shown a dread of statues in the past. The point guard is often apprehensive around large sculptures of historical personalities because they instill anxiety and general terror. One of these examples is the Abraham Lincoln statue, where Lillard couldn't help but image the great president being assassinated. Lillard confirmed as follows, "I've already been afraid of historical events like that. When I view statues of Jesus, Abraham Lincoln, or Martin Luther King Jr., I get a strange emotion," according to Lillard. Lillard's aversion to statues may have stemmed from a visit to a wax museum, which is an odd place to be because the molds seem identical to the actual historical characters. Lillard stated that the unsettling music being played combined with the statues staring at him may have crushed his love and appreciating of art. In the number 7 spot, we have Derrick Rose's fear of needles. The dread of needles is quite genuine, and we have seen it in innumerable sportsmen. Remember that, at the end of the day, athletes are still normal people, and everyone knows that at least one person who's frightened of needles. Even if a person does not fear needles, seeing a thin, sharp instrument enter a vein is not a pleasant experience. We've recently saw how terrified the Orlando Magic player Cole Anthony was of a needle, and his humorous reaction gave fans something to laugh about. Former MVP Derrick Rose, one of the most dynamic guards ever to play the game, was not afraid of needles. Rose was a rising talent for the Memphis Tigers, who needed stitches above his eye after a 92-74 triumph over Michigan State in the South Regional quarterfinal. Rose is terrified of needles and stormed out of the locker room in tears after he refused the stitches. Doctors agreed to attach the stitch above his eye without the need of needles, which was fortunate after the point guard couldn't do the needles. In the number 6 spot, we have Kevin Durant's fear of taking basketball for granted. Kevin Durant is one of the most dominant scorers of all time, with scoring crowns and an MVP trophy to his name. Durant added 2 straight championships and finals MVPs to his Hall of Fame after joining the Golden State Warriors super team. Durant is known to have a few personality quirks about things that irritate him, but his biggest worry is taking the game of basketball for granted. When Durant is on the court, it is clear that he wants to play every game and every minute, if at all feasible. If there's one thing that can be said about KD, it's that he genuinely enjoys playing basketball and never deceives his fans. Durant stated emphatically in 2015, "My biggest fear is that I might be taking it all for granted. It's a blessing to be able to do something I enjoy every day. We have so many games and practices that time just flies by, and when it's all said and done, I'm worried that I haven't loved every single day as a pro." Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.